Hoorah, Cancer Soldiers! Welcome to the Cancer Kids Army once again. Sergeant Fornshell here. Um, Today we're going to talk a little bit about adapting to the war that we're fighting and that you're fighting personally, um, the war on cancer. So let's start off by saying hoorah, and I hope all of you are doing well today. Um, so how can you adapt to the war? You know, from my experience, I found that having fun is one of the most important things that we can even possibly do. Is keep laughing and keep 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 having fun through the laughs and the tears and you know the throwing up, being tired. Oh, all the scary moments, the surgeries, hospital stays, all of that. You've got to keep having fun because if you don't, um, it gets to be a long, long battle, and it's long enough without not having fun and laughing. Um, and another thing is having a main support system, whether it be from your parents, siblings, friends, us here at the Cancer Kids Army, um, all of anyone that can support you in any way is a good thing because we do, in a war that we're fighting, we need support and we need the support system, and we have to have that support, and that's what we're here to do too. Is we're here to support you in your fight and keep you motivated to keep fighting, win this war. Um, so adapting to the war, I know when I was sick, one big thing is I wanted to take some responsibility for my health. Um, and it took a while. It took quite a while to do that. But eventually, I talked with my parents and I talked with my doctors and kind of came up with a plan and a system. One thing was, I wanted to be the one to take my pills at the time that I was supposed to, and I always kept a log. Get a big thick notebook and keep a log of how you feel that day, um, if you had treatment, how long your treatment lasted, if you got sick, um, you know, pills that you take during the day. I know I took pills all the way through, you know, and I always kept track of, the pills that I took and how much I drank with the pills. There were certain pills that I had to drink a lot of water or I would feel pretty crummy. So I always kept track of that. That just helps you in the long run, the long the long haul. You can look back through your notes and your journal and find out, what works and what doesn't. Keep a food journal of what you eat after treatments, or if a certain dish that you eat after chemo makes you sick, then you can write that down and don't eat that again because you don't want to be sick. So keep a journal. Um, Also, I know in my personal experience, I had to take my temperature, you know, 3 to 5 times a day, and I always did that on my own. I never once had to have my parents tell me, go take your temp. I always did it. It just kind of gave me a sense of pride and knowing that I was being responsible, along with my parents and my doctors and nurses, to take some responsibility and help my health. That's a main thing here is fighting the war and winning the war, and you want to have that sense of pride and take that pride along with you. And that was another thing that I always kept in my journal was my temperatures. Anything over like 99, I always had to like, make sure that there wasn't an infection or um, something like that. So I always kept very close track of my temp. In the morning, I would get up and have some breakfast and take my pills and then write it all down in a journal because it helped to it helped. I still have my journals and I still look back through them and just it shocks me what I went through and what you're going through now. Um, it's a hard thing, but as long as we keep fighting, it's going to get better. So, get a journal and start writing it down. But then also talk to your parents and talk to your doctors. And I know I could always call my doctor with questions that I had personally. And then, of course, my parents would talk to the doctor also right after I would get done because they have to be kept in the loop. Um, they have to be responsible. They have to listen to what the doctor says just as well as we do. So um, always make sure that you keep your parents, very close in your support system because they are our main supporters as well as our doctors. Um, and always listen to what your doctors tell you. They're doing it because they are in this for our long-term health. I've been cancer-free for several years now, and I still listen to my doctors when they tell me something because that's what they're there for, and uh, you know they're kind of like our generals, um, and us being soldiers, we need to follow orders. So make sure that you always listen to your doctors as well as your parents when it comes down to, you know, beating this fight. Um, Keep a med schedule. Try to take your medicine at the same time, if that's what your regimen entails. And always write it down in your journal. I always kept, like my hospital and clinic visits in my journal, questions that I wanted to ask the next time that I saw the doctor. Um, it just makes it easier to have it written down in front of you so you can ask the questions before they slip your mind. And I always wrote down everything about my treatments, how long it took, if I got sick, what made me, start feeling sick, when I started feeling sick during that. Next thing that I want to briefly go over is losing of the hair. Now, I was a month into treatment when my hair started falling out in clumps, and that was very traumatic for me. I don't know about the rest of you, but I know it was horrible, horrible, horrible. So when I started losing my hair, I thought, the chemo's not going to take my hair. I will take it off myself. So I had my mom take and go to the store and buy a buzzer, and she buzzed my hair. Um, that way, I felt like I won. The chemo didn't take my hair. I took it myself, um, and it was a better feeling for me in the long run than having the chemo take my hair. I took it myself, um, and always wear a bald head proud. Never feel ashamed. Never feel embarrassed. Even you know just wear it proud as a badge of honor because you know what, you are cancer soldiers and you are fighting a war on cancer in your body. And you, just like the scars that are left on your body, scars like mine. I've got one right on my neck, one down in here. I wear those with a badge of honor because I fought the war and I have succeeded in fighting the war, and now I can look back and be proud of the scars that are there. Very scary thing, but absolutely wear them with a badge of honor because you've earned them in a sense. It's kind of ironic to say, but you know, they're you, and you fought for your life, and so wear your scars with a badge of honor. Just like when you're going through treatment, wear your bald head with a badge of honor. I've actually had my head shaved for the last 6 years, and now I'm just starting to grow a little bit of hair now, but I always kept my bald head just simply because in honor of all of our cancer soldiers, young and old, male and female. All of you are special, and you'll always hold a special place in my heart because we are one, and the Cancer Kids Army is here to support you and motivate you, and we will be there. Check us out on Facebook, check us out on YouTube, check us out on Twitter, and email any questions to cancerkidsarmy@gmail.com, and we'll be doing another YouTube video here probably within the next couple days. So until then, oorah, cancer soldiers, live with strength and courage.